Alrighty, everyone, welcome to today's video. I hope you all are doing well and staying blessed. If you guys are new here, my name is Jeremiah, and I'm a small cap day trader. Today's video will be a red day recap and a little bit of a case study on FOMO. I traded BATL. This was on my watch list from Sunday. I think I'll start uploading watch list videos starting this week. I'll post it on Sunday, and you guys will see what stocks I'm looking at. We saw a few stocks that I had on my list pop up today. I think it was BATL, CDIO. I don't know if CDIO popped up. Anyways, there's a few other stocks that popped up that were on my list. Anyways, BATL, I traded this one last week and I won on it. Unfortunately, this week I lost on it, and it's solely because of FOMO. So today, as I woke up at 5:30, at per usual, and then I went back to sleep. I woke back up at 6. I was kind of scrambling to get ready. Of course, I usually sit down at 6, but I open up Webull and I see that my level 2 hasn't been paid for because I got a new card, so I had to, put my card on Webull and pay for this. And so I was like just kind of scrambling, and it just took I missed big part of the move right here. So this was like a 50-cent jump, I think. And I missed that, unfortunately, due to just not being oriented. But in any case, I did get a trade on it for a micro pullback, which was actually how I made my money on it last week. So I took like 2 micro pullbacks on it, made money on both of them. It worked beautifully. I'll just show you the trade right now. So I'm looking for this candle to close, and then get a small dip there, and I buy that, and then I just sell on the bounce. So nice 16-cent winner there. Not bad, not bad. And so my next trade is where the FOMO kicked in. I'm watching this thing start to pull away here, and I'm like, okay, are we gonna get a short squeeze? But there's one really important thing I didn't pay attention to. So I jumped in there, immediately rejects. And then I just had to sell it. That ended up being about a 40-cent loser. So not fun, not fun. Never love to see that. But thankfully I had that winner from before, so it kind of made it a little bit lighter. I did take one more trade. It was more or less break even, for 20 cents. It was 2 cents a share. So, but I didn't mark out the daily levels. I didn't mark out the daily levels, and I didn't mark out the previous high of day. I had just jumped in there kind of blindly. So it's really important that you don't let go of your routine or forget to do things just because you're late to the move, whether it's because you woke up later or whether you had to pay for your level 2. Don't forget to do the basic things, the simple things. I easily could have marked out this pivot here to see, okay, this is an important level. It actually bounced off that level. I think it was right around here. It bounced off that level. We broke above it. It was holding, and then we had the move to high of day. I've talked about that move before, the break over a pivot and then the move through to the high of day. Yet I hadn't even drawn out this level or this level, and I hadn't even taken a look at the daily chart. But had I known resistance was right here, I would have been a little more cautious, and I probably would have been able to make a better decision on. I mean, at the end of the day, I just FOMO'd in, so it really was just sort of an impulsive decision. Seeing this start to pull away, and I'm like, okay, well, are we gonna get the squeeze? Are we gonna get the squeeze? And then it starts to squeeze, and I jump in, and immediately rejects my entry. So that was unfortunate. So I take another entry here, as it seems like it's starting to curl back up. wasn't a really good entry, but I was just hoping to see it squeeze back up to the high of day and get maybe lucky, but I ended up only getting 2 cents out of it, but 2 cents is better than a loser. So yeah, that was my last trade. The total P&L for the day is negative $2.30. Not the end of the world, but uh, it would have been nicer to start the month on a high note. But I think also there's a silver lining, and that's starting on a loser will help me approach this month with caution. I think if I got rewarded for FOMOing in, I wouldn't have really. I would have just been happy. I would have been like, oh, like great trade, break through the high of day. But not having marked this out is not okay. So in any case, if we take a look at this trade, this is a similar trade to my other big losers during the one trade a day challenge. I bought at the high of day, and then I get caught in an immediate rejection, and then I'm down 20 cents. So I double what I could have probably made from that setup. Because if I'm going for the breakthrough high day, I'm probably gonna sell at 10 cents. If it's holding the high of day, then that's different. But breakthrough high of day, you getting in, getting out, because you don't know if that's gonna be strong resistance or you don't know what's gonna happen. So we look here. And actually, I did take a trade like this on BATL last week. So I took the trade for the breakthrough the high of day. I had the I had the previous high of day drawn out, and then as it was like 20 cents below that level, I jumped in for the pop to that level, and so I got my 20 cents and I sold as it hit that level. So as it hit that resistance line, I sold there, and then it actually ended up reversing. In this case, I obviously don't have the level drawn out, and we get the tap or break through that level, and then it rejects. So the same exact thing happened. I just hadn't drawn out the daily level. So this goes to show you that if you decide not to do the simple things, you're just going to be trading blind. So the underlying theme here, though, is just not FOMOing in. Um, I have to put in a rule that says I can't just buy in at the high of day. Yeah, I think, well, it's a lesson I've learned multiple times, not to buy at the high of day. And I think just having it drawn out would be helpful. So I know what I'm working with and how much room I have. But in any case, that's it for today's recap. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all are staying green and managing your risk. But with that, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.